Sir, if you'll step up here next to me, please. If you'll raise your right hand, sir. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you. Have a seat. Sir, if you'll speak up into that smaller microphone there in front of you, that'll help me hear. If you'll tell me both your first name and last name and spell them both.
Alan Farrar, A-L-A-N-F-A-R-R-A-R.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Mr. Farrar, where are you employed,
Murfreesboro Fire Department
and in what capacity?
as a firefighter.
And as far as your specific duties, what do you do?
We render medical aid as first responders, and we also fight fires.
Can you tell me what training, education, and experience that you have that enables you to render medical attention?
I'm an EMT IV.
And tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what an EMT IV is.
It's an emergency medical technician. And the IV means that you can render intravenous therapy.
Okay. How long have you been employed in that capacity with the Murfreesboro Police Fire Department?
For 6 years.
Okay. And can you tell me, were you so employed on March the 2nd, 2011?
Murfreesboro Fire Department.
Okay. And you were employed that day, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And were you on duty?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell me, did you receive a call to go to the Raiders Crossing apartments to render some kind of medical assistance?
Yes, sir.
And do you know what time it was approximately?
Approximately, we received a call around 18:58 and 6:58 p.m.
Okay, and do you know what time it was that you got there? Or
Around-
approximately what time it was?
Approximately been 7:02 p.m.
Okay. When you got there at 7:02 p.m., what did you do?
From the
Yeah,
beginning.
just tell us what you did once you arrived on the scene.
Okay. When we pulled up, we got off the truck and got our medical bags. Went up to the third floor apartment where we known we had an unresponsive female through dispatch. When we got on scene, when we made it inside the apartment, we was told to go to the back room where a PD officer was starting CPR. We assisted, he advised he was good doing CPR. He stopped for a second, we checked for a pulse, reassessed the patient, and then he started back CPR. We hooked AED to the patient, and when the AED advised that it was analyzing the patient, we stopped CPR.
Okay. Tell me about this process in the AED, and what is an AED?
AED is an automated external defibrillator.
What does it do?
It administers shock to a patient that has two shockable rhythms.
Okay. And what is a shockable rhythm? What are we talking about?
There's two rhythms that the heart can go in that can be shocked out of through an automatic AED. And it's VFib and VTAC.
Okay. As far as the shockable rhythms and the two that it could go into, would the heart have to be beating in order for there to be a rhythm?
Yes.
Okay. And when you hook the AED, is it AED?
Yes, sir.
To it, it's the one that machine detects whether or not there is a shockable rhythm.
Yes, sir. It's automatic.
Okay. And what does it do if it detects a shockable rhythm?
It will advise you to press shock button and administer the shock.
Was it operating on that particular day? Any reason for you to believe it wasn't operating properly on that particular day?
No,
The
sir.
machine?
No, sir.
Okay. Did it report back with any shockable rhythm?
It advised no shock.
Okay. And what does that mean, that there is no shockable rhythm?
That there's neither of the two rhythms.
Can you describe her condition as far as, did you check for a pulse?
Yes, sir.
Did you find any pulse?
No, sir.
Can you tell us the condition of her eyes? Were you able to see her eyes?
Yes, sir. They were open and fixed and dilated.
Open, fixed, and dilated?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury why that means something to you, if it does?
Well, they're non-reactive.
Now, being non-reactive means what?
that the patient's unresponsive.
Okay, let's go this way. A person who's alive, will they have a reactive eye?
Yes, sir.
Person who is dead, will they have a reactive eye?
No, sir.
Did she have a reactive eye?
No, sir.
Did you observe any signs of life on Miss Stewart?
No, sir.
Did she ever move?
No, sir.
Did you prepare a report, or was a report prepared that you furnished to us previously concerning your actions on that particular occasion?
Yes, sir.
And I want to show the heading to you. Does that appear to be an incident report with a number, and it gives a date here of March 2nd, 2011?
Yes, sir.
And called female that was bleeding. Is that the report? And it lists the first name as Clantina Stewart,
Yes, sir.
and that was the victim in this case.
Yes, sir.
Now we'd like to make his report.
Levy 13?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Can I have 1 second, Your Honor?
Sure.
Okay. Now, in order for you to put the AED on her, would you have had to remove clothing?
Yes, sir.
And what would you had to remove in this particular situation?
We removed her shirt and her bra.
Okay. And how was it removed? What was it, cut or pulled off, turned off, torn off, or how?
It was cut off.
Okay. And is that the normal procedure for y'all to follow, is to cut it off?
Yes, sir.
And did you go with her to the hospital?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell me what you did? Were you there when she was removed from the apartment, from the bedroom?
Yes, sir.
And what did you do, if anything, during that particular time while she was being taken from the bedroom to the ambulance?
I continued CPR.
And when you got her in the ambulance, did you do anything else?
Continued CPR.
And when you got to the hospital, did you do anything else?
And continued CPR.
At some point, did the hospital staff take over?
Yes, sir.
I believe those being my questions.
Okay. Questions, Mr. Brand? No, sir. Any questions from our jurors? Not seeing any. Thanks, sir. You step down. Please have the form free to go.